HR and recruitment and globally. So for both Europe, Asia, and the US. And so I do everything for HR and recruitment.
Okay, so since when are you working here?
I'm working, I started 9 years ago, and then after 5 years I left for 1 year, and then I came back after 1 year, and now almost 4 years again. So for a very long period. More or less like grow up here.
Yeah. And how did you get in contact with Suit Supply the first time?
I was working at an advertising company, and I was headhunted at the time by an external party, and that's how I ended up here.
Okay. And have you known the company before
Yeah.
you got the job offer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And before working for Suit Supply, what makes it attractive for you as an employee?
I think the product. I think it's a beautiful product, although I cannot wear it, of course, but, well, I can now with the studio. But therefore, before I was not able to wear it, of course, but I think the product is beautiful, and what I like about it as well is that it's an international, what I liked about it, that it was an international company, growing very fast, but a Dutch company. So, yeah, I think that makes it even more special that it's that it was founded here in the Netherlands.
And what would you say is the difference between other companies?
I think that we have by far the most beautiful product for the best price point, and what I like about Suit Supply is that everything is very client-centered. So everything that we design, what we create, it's very focused on clients, and that I like about it.
Yeah, that's true. So, how would you describe the corporate culture of Suit Supply?
I think it's a very fast company. It's very dynamic, international. I think the people here are very have an entrepreneurial mindset, hardworking, very independent. I think that people take a lot of ownership about their task. I also think that they are in a kind of desperate need of freedom. So micromanaging is not something that we really like here. But I also think that communication is quite direct. So yeah, and I think that it's a company that if you're looking for appreciation on a daily basis, you are not going to get it here. So no, it's a tough company as well, but that's one of the reasons why I like it the most, because we are not holding hands, and that's really creating an environment where you can develop yourself, where you can grow, learn, are able to make mistakes, but also have a lot of ownership for your own position.
Yeah, that's true. So you would describe the working atmosphere as a direct way of working together and down to earth.
I think they're very down to earth, very direct. I think that people are working very hard here, and I think that people who are working here are very proud of the company. So and love the product, of course.
Yeah. So you already mentioned that the people are proud of the company. So are there specific stories which are told about Suit Supply in the headquarters? Something the employees are proud of?
What do you exactly mean with stories?
Something in the press or...
Well, I think that, I think maybe 5 years ago, when we were about to open a store in New York, there was an advertisement in the Wall Street Journal that Suit Supply was being compared with the Armani suit for €2,000, and I think that was very cool because during this test, we were. They called us the best suit company, and they compared, of course, with Armani suit, etc. And I think that people got very proud of that moment as well. And I'm not very into celebrities. Yeah, honestly, I don't care. But I think that a lot of other people working here for Suit Supply really like the fact that celebrity wear a product and
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about it. It's something I heard at Suit School directly at the beginning, the Wall Street Journal story.
Yeah.
So, Are there regular events which are celebrated by the whole company or department?
Well, not event. Well, of course, we have our employee annual party, and in stores when they reach their not when they reach their budget, because of course that's something that you have to do. But sometimes this happens, for example, in the store in Amsterdam, that they have such that they sell so many stuff on Saturday. That they go out for drinks, but I have to admit that I think that celebrating success is something that we could do a little bit more often.
Okay, so this is something you would change if you could.
Yeah.
Or you are going to change.
I think that sometimes we take things for granted, although, it's not, we should not always do that, because, we should celebrate success a bit more.
So are there also specific rituals for new employees to integrate them on such an onboarding process?
We do have, of course, our onboarding process called Soet School. And that's, of course, a 5-day training, very sales focused. What I'm working on right now is the new employee handbook. And it used to be more like a rules and regulations book, but now we're going to make more like a marketing book with cool facts and more about the product. Of course, there are rules and regulations included in that handbook, of course, but it's also to show how our stores look like, to tell more about our product and those kind of things, just to give people a real good understanding what Soet Supply is. So
this is a good idea.
Yeah.
I think I would have liked something like this.
Yeah, and also what we're going to do is make like a welcome box, including a small present with a bag that has been made in one of our fabric factories, and with stuff sort of from our mails. So that's what we're going to do. We are working on that.
That's a good idea. It's a really good idea.
Yeah. I think that we're going to start with it as of March.
Okay, then I should start working at it. What is important for you when dealing and working together with your colleagues?
I think that honesty is very important. I think that there is a level of respect. And being completely honest. And sometimes, of course, you can end up in a discussion, but that's okay. That happens, and I think it's good. Sometimes a little bit friction can be good, but I think it's important that you have a certain amount of respect for each other to work well.
And are there specific things you should never do or say, and what happens if you do it?
Well, I think that what I hate is politics. Yeah, I think that is something that we should try to avoid. That politics will reach to Soet Supply as well. I hate politics, and I also hate that if people are gossiping or I hate that. I really hate that. And I don't have the feeling that it's happening here.
Yeah, and Soet Supply is a growing company, and you need a lot of new employees, and the employees who are working at Soet Supply have specialized skills in Salesforce, and they are also interesting for other companies. And how do you try to get and keep your employees or new employees?
I think that what's most important is that you can give people a challenge, that you can give them an opportunity to grow, to develop themselves, and make sure that Soet Supply is also a fun place to work. So we should not take ourselves so seriously all the time. I think that it's important that you are surrounded by really inspiring colleagues. I think that if you work in an environment with people who are a little bit on the same level, then it's good, because then you can learn from each other. If you work in an environment where you always feel that you are the smartest one or whatever, I think that you then end up leaving because you are not being challenged by your colleagues. So I think that make sure that people are surrounded by high-skilled people, that's very important, that people grow, that there's always a challenge, and that Soet Supply is a fun place to work. I think that if you can combine those things, then you are very attractive for your employees, and make sure that people are engaged.
That's true. So there is a certain percentage of employee turnover, which is normal, of course. So would you say it's good to have an